Okay, see you later.
Okay guys, so Chris doesn't even know that I'm vlogging right now. I just snuck upstairs. I told him I was filming B-roll, but I'm not. I think I got him probably the best birthday present ever. He has no idea what it is, and I'm gonna have to tell him in a couple days. And I just wanna make the way that I tell him this surprise really epic. So I'm gonna have to ask somebody for help on that.
Sarah, how should I tell Chris he's going to Iceland? Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
Put him on a plane blindfolded. Don't tell him anything.
Yeah.
Lead him off of the plane.
Yes.
And then when you're outside in Iceland, and you just be like, guess where you are? Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Jesse, how should I tell Chris I'm taking him to Iceland?
All right, Chris likes dogs.
Yeah.
And he would probably want a dog. He probably doesn't want a cat. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get him a cat. You're gonna call the cat Reykjavik. And he's gonna be like, Reykjavik? Why'd you name it Reykjavik? And that'll clue him in to take him to Iceland.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Jesse. Bye. What is this? So yeah, we're at the airport and we're going to New York because we're a part of a film festival called the Moment Invitational. So basically what that film festival is 10 filmmakers get chosen from all over the world, and they have to make a 3-minute film all shot on a phone. And Moment is actually a company who makes lenses for cell phones, so we have to use their lenses to shoot the film. So it was kind of a cool challenge. So we're going to New York to premiere this film, and I'm very nervous. We did something a little bit different than everyone else did. We did a comedy, and we've never done a comedy before.
Oh, are you telling them about like how we're going to New York right now for the film festival?
Yes, that's what I'm telling them.
Oh man, we're so pumped. Also kind of nervous at the same time.
Yeah, we're really nervous to show everybody your film. And now you've seen how nervous Chris is too.
Yeah,
He's
but we
super
need to go
nervous.
board. There's like 10
Oh, it's
minutes.
boarding right now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Okay, bye.
Hey, little voodoo child, you got me running wild. You make me feel alive. Oh.
I need a selfie with all of us.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. We're gonna have light in a second.
Okay,
Chris.
go.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, I don't know.
The devil in my dreams dancing in front of me. Make me wanna believe. Oh, I feel your heart and soul perfectly in control. Put up and count in your spell now. So lay it on me, child. You know you drive me wild. You got me feeling like oh. She make me feel alive. Make me feel alive. She make me feel alright. She makes me. She make me feel alive. Make me feel alive. Till you come back home. Until you come back home. Until you come back home. Till you come back home.
We just got to the Moment Invitational. There's tons of people here. We were almost late, like this close to being late. I'm gonna go get a drink with my drink ticket, and then I'm going to continue being really nervous because we're showing our film for the first time.
There's a lot of people here.
Hello, world. The Moment Invitational is still happening downstairs, but we came up here just to do a quick recap of our thoughts about, how our film went, what we thought about everyone else's films, and because we were really nervous. I was really nervous.
Either it was hot in there or I was just
Both.
hella nervous.
Both. I'm blown away by some of what I saw tonight, to be honest.
Honestly, there was one film I was like, that was shot on a phone.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If I had to talk about ours and how I feel about it and how I feel like it plays within everything, I'm super, super happy. All I wanted was for people to laugh, and they did. Overall, I think it was really good that we put ourselves out there and tried something new. It was really fun. It was a lot more fun than I thought. I never saw myself ever doing something like this.
The coolest part is that we number one, had a technical challenge of just shooting on a phone, and number two is just took a huge creative risk on making something funny for a suspenseful short film festival. And I think that's the underlying message, and I think Lizzie will agree, is that you just put yourself out there, don't be afraid to try other things
Try something new.
and surprise people. I think for a lot of people, they were like, what, these guys made this? What?
Yeah, and when it comes to shooting on a phone, I was nervous about that because I couldn't rely on something being pretty anymore. more. So the story had to be really good. I mean, when we're talking about what we did, it had to be really funny. So it just goes to show that you can make something really good and you can tell a great story and you can make something really funny and have it not be technically perfect. It can be shot on a phone. It can be a little rough around the edges, and sometimes that can just make it more relatable and
Or
funnier.
better.
Overall, I love Moment. I love being here. New York is great, and I haven't eaten, so we're gonna go eat now.
Yeah.
Last night's event could not have gone better. Chris and I were really worried about what people were going to think of our film, but I think ultimately it really paid off, and I think it went over really well. So what I want to talk to you guys about right now is why it's super important to take those creative risks. So if you just keep doing your projects the same way and you keep doing the same things even in life, you'll get not only pretty bored, but you'll also notice that you're not growing as a person or in your work. There's a reason people like doing things like bungee jumping and skydiving. It's because it's the ultimate risk and you're super proud of yourself after. If you take that and scale it down into your work, taking those risks will help you get better and you'll enjoy your work even more. So the funny thing about being a creative is that you can't really be creative unless you're coming up with new ideas, and then actually doing those ideas is a risk in itself because no one's done it before if it's a new idea. So they kind of go hand in hand. All I really want to say is try something new and do something that scares you and put yourself out there, because whether it's a new job or whether it's that short film you've been thinking about for a long time, just do it. Taking those risks is going to get you so much further than anyone else. So I promise if you do something that scares you today and do something that puts you outside of your comfort zone, the payoff is huge, guys. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is failure, and you've probably heard people bring this up a lot, but I'm going to give you a slightly different take on it. So yes, failure is important. It's important to fail because it's an important process of learning. Sometimes when you're taking a risk, it doesn't go exactly as you planned. But the point is, failure allows you to learn what you did wrong. But the most important part is still what comes next. Failure is going to show you what type of person you are. So are you the type of person that just gives up? Or are you the type of person to take what you've learned from that mistake and then apply it again and try again and do it right? So I actually have a personal story I want to talk about. There was one time in university I was applying for a course. It was called RTA in LA, and we got the opportunity to go to LA, stay at UCLA, and learn about the TV industry there. I applied and I didn't get in. So obviously I was devastated, and I was dating Chris at the time. I went to his house and I literally just cried in his arms for an hour. I was so upset. But what happens with me when I don't get something is I'll get this like little fire in my belly, and I'll get like a little angry, but mostly just really motivated. And I decided, like after, you know, having a good cry, that next year I was gonna apply and I was gonna get in. So sure enough, I waited an entire year and I started my application early and I sent it out to everyone I know to make sure that it was perfect. And sure enough, I got in. So are you the type of person that's gonna learn from your mistakes and take that failure and turn it into something great? Or are you just gonna sit on that failure and not do anything?
She was like, I was dating Chris at the time. Nothing's changed, we're still dating.
I know, but I just have to give context to the fact that we were together and you were there.
Yeah, I was there. She did cry, that's a true story.
Okay, so today we are leaving. We're going back to Toronto. But little does Chris know, we're actually going to Iceland tomorrow night. I'm taking him to Iceland for his birthday, and I'm so excited to tell him. Also kind of nervous because he now only has 24 hours to pack once he gets there. I just told him I was shooting B-roll right now, and I don't think he bought it. He was like, why are you shooting B-roll of the lobby of the hotel? So I'm gonna go back and tell him that he's not actually going home. He's literally just stopping off at home and then going to Iceland. So let's see how he takes it.
Hi.
It's really dark.
It's very dark here. Why do you have a camera?
Because I'm gonna tell you what your birthday present is.
Is it a puppy?
No. Chris is asking if it's a puppy because I always ask that when he says he has a present for me.
I feel like she just wants to buy herself a puppy.
I do want to buy myself a puppy.
And then she's like, oh, it's your gift for your birthday. I was like, no, that's what you want.
Yeah. Do you have any guesses as to what I got you?
A necklace.
No, because I got you that for Christmas.
Another necklace.
No. You know how we're leaving today?
Yes.
We're going home.
Yes. To Toronto.
But you're not going to be at home for very long. We're going to go on another plane tomorrow.
For my birthday?
Yeah.
Where?
Am I stressed out now?
It's exciting. Okay, where are we going?
Iceland.
We're going. What?
Yeah, we're going to Iceland for your birthday. Are you excited?
What?
Yeah. What? No, I'm serious.
No, but I want to give you a hug.
Okay.
Yay.
I think he likes it. There's no way that this isn't focused right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, I'm serious. I actually got us tickets to Iceland. There was a really good deal. Now we're going to Iceland.
Ah, that's so badass. Yay.
Remember all the fuss I made about not wanting to go to Iceland?
Yeah, but now we're going to Iceland. We're gonna get so many good photos. Ah!
Yeah, we're going to get so many photos.
Everyone go and like Lizzie's video, subscribe to her channel. She's an amazing person, let alone girlfriend. We're going to Iceland. Honestly, just subscribe because we're going to Iceland. So there's gonna be like some hella dope Iceland content. And yeah, well, I guess we'll catch you guys in Iceland. Peace out, everyone.
Until you come back.